Welcome to Integrity Institute's presenting a risk analysis of linear projects. Before we start, I would like to thank our friends over at TurboCharts for the use of their software in the production of this video. In linear project, activities are associated with certain locations. They are usually construction projects, such as building or roads, where each activities have location attributes in addition to duration, start, and finish times of traditional project schedules. Location charts are a way of visualizing linear project schedules with locations on the horizontal axis and dates on the vertical axis. Schedule activities are then plotted onto the chart according to the locations over which they occur and the dates that the project schedule determines. Location charts can be presented for both the original schedule and a risk-adjusted schedule. Risk-adjusted linear schedule is the result of a project risk analysis performed in Risky Project. Comparing a risk-adjusted project schedule and the original project schedule helps to determine how risks might impact your project. Visualizing the risk analysis of a location-based project is a multi-step process. First, we have to configure the simulation results report in Risky Project to contain the specified columns. Then we run a simulation. We export the simulation results to Excel. We add location data to the tasks, and then we can import a copy of the Excel file to the presentation software. Step one is to set up the view that contains the simulation results columns. The example uses the simulation results view in Risky Project to generate data for results associated with any percentile. In this case, it's P80. The following are the required fields: task ID, shape code, start location, end location, start date, and finish date. In these cases, the start date and end date will be finish high, finish low. Shape code we'll use text 1, start we'll use text 2, end location we'll use text 3. And we see a little example down here at the bottom of the simulation results report being set up with the required columns. Step 2 is to run a Monte Carlo simulations to populate the report with the results, typically just the start and finish date and the task ID. Because the data format requirements for different visualization tools can be different, we recommend against adding any of the location type data to Risky Project, as it can be added later. Step 3, we're going to export the results to Excel. With the report open, go to File, Export, Microsoft Excel. We can now add location values for the start and end fields. These codes define how the data is displayed in the chart. In TurboChart, codes can be added using templates. Finally, we're going to copy the data to the clipboard. In step 4, we're going to import the Excel data. In this step, the modified Excel spreadsheet data will be copied into the presentation tool. In this example, as mentioned earlier, we'll be using TurboChart, though most tools will have a similar process. In addition, it's possible to import an Excel spreadsheet directly rather than copying and pasting. So when we import the Excel data, we're going to click Paste from the clipboard. We're going to validate the data to make sure that it's correct for the data set. In TurboCharts, we can add shape codes. To import the shape library, we're going to click Data, Shape Library, Load, and then we can apply the shapes to the tasks. Once the data is imported and coded properly, we compare the original versus the risk-adjusted schedules. Further, we can add the data set to an existing chart and compare the two different sets of data. For example, a deterministic project schedule and the risk-adjusted P80 project schedule. Being able to compare the deterministic versus the risk-adjusted dates is a useful way of understanding the behavior of the linear schedule and to identify where the majority of the risk for delays occur in your project. Thank you for watching our video, and if you have any questions regarding this or any other topics, please feel free to contact us directly at intaver.com.